Hello, and welcome to What is Crypto. I'm Matt, and this is Crypto. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Kaspa, ticker signal KAS. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It does help out the channel so much. Cheers, legends. Let's get into it. Alright, so first up, as always, we're going to have a quick look at Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is looking a little bit better. So it's been a pretty ordinary last few weeks, really since November. Hasn't been too exciting in the markets. Having a look at Bitcoin though, we did drop down to 91k from our highs of just under 110,000. We are crawling our way back up and we have held above this order block here, so I do like to see that. It is worth noting, however, that we are coming up into a little bit of resistance, so although the markets are looking pretty damn green today, we're definitely not out of the woods yet. That being said, things are looking pretty darn good and I am super damn bullish on crypto. So Bitcoin looking fairly good. Key level to watch out for here. Would love to see us flip 99 and kind of hold above the 100. That's really our mid-range level, and then pushing towards that upper range around that 106,000 plus line. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. Quick look at Bitcoin dominance. You can see that we did have a massive push up in Bitcoin dominance. Now that directly correlated with the massive dump in altcoins. So looking at it on the monthly, just a quick run through. If you're not sure what Bitcoin dominance is, in essence, this chart represents Bitcoin versus altcoins. So when the chart is dumping down, Bitcoin dominance is decreasing. That means that altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. When Bitcoin dominance is going up, that means that Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins. So if Bitcoin dominance is going up, you want to be in Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin dominance is going down, which happens very sharply all of a sudden, you really want to be in altcoins. That is when the serious money is made, and that is altcoin season. Looking at it, these yellow vertical lines also indicate the Bitcoin halvings, and as you can see, after the Bitcoin halving, 7 months after, a massive drop-off, 8 months after, a massive drop-off. We're currently at 9 months after, so hopefully around this time, big breakdown in Bitcoin dominance would correlate pretty historically accurate with altcoin season. So yeah, that's Bitcoin dominance. Now let's get into Kaspa. So Kaspa, from our lows, we were up about 34%. So fairly decent. We're going to have a look at it on the 3-day. Now I do want to see us hold and close above this kind of 10-cent mark, really 0.98. That's kind of where we have held before, and if we can flip that resistance and turn it into support again, I think that's a great step before we start climbing higher. Now, it's not just Kaspa that has been absolutely battered. In fact, Kaspa's actually held up fairly strongly. If you want to have a look around the altcoin market, a lot of things bled 70, 80, 90%. Now, this was on the background of a bunch of fairly big news surrounding tariffs, etc. Now, I'm not going to go into that, as YouTube does love to flag me for talking anything that's even slightly remoted to geopolitical events. Anyway, all altcoins were absolutely beaten to a pulp. Kaspa held up fairly decently, although we were still pretty affected. That last dump took us down around 50%. Now we've started to recover that. Couple of key levels to look out for is the level that I just talked about, that 0.098. Then we kind of got that range between 11 and 12 cents. After we climb back up above there, around the 15-cent mark, around the 17-cent mark, all-time highs, and then up into Valhalla. Still super bullish on Kaspa, and I still think it's a play that is going to net you between 80 cents and $2, although this is not financial advice, this is just my opinion. Still a play that I think is going to perform pretty damn well. Now, even 80 cents is still an 8x from here, which is nothing to be sneezed at. Even if you got into Kaspa at all-time highs at 20 cents, bought the Pico top, I still think at minimum there's a good chance of you netting around a 4x. So yeah, I do think Kaspa can also go a lot higher than that. This is my reserved estimates. But yeah, I do think there is a huge amount to like. There's also been a bunch of different teasings from Binance about potentially getting a Binance listing. So I've talked about that in a couple of my other videos. But yeah, huge exchanges still are considering Kaspa, and a lot of large companies such as BlackRock have Kaspa on their watch list. Now, not saying that they are buying Kaspa, however, they are definitely aware of it, and it is under consideration on a couple of large asset managers as a potential future currency. Now, if you don't know anything about Kaspa and you're wondering why I'm talking about it and why I'm so bullish on it, the reason that I got into Kaspa was that it kind of had that Satoshi Nakamoto-esque peer-to-peer goal of being that payment solution. Kind of the reason that Bitcoin was initially created. It was created to be something that you could send from person A to person B without having any centralization. So that decentralization means that you don't have to rely on one party. You can't have a bank that tells you, no, you can't trade with this person. You can't have a banking holiday. You can't have certain hours. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. that kind of currency that you can send from person A to person B without really having anyone to answer to. So yeah, that was why I got super interested in Bitcoin, and then I found out Caspa. So I am super bullish on Caspa, and I do think that it is newer tech. Now, I'm not saying it is better tech, although I would argue it is more advanced tech than Bitcoin. I do think that Bitcoin is now kind of seen as that digital gold, and I do think there is still a market for that digital silver, that payment solution. So yeah, that was why I initially got bullish on Caspa, and I still do think that Kaspa has a good chance to do that. So it is a coin that I could see myself holding multi-cycles, although I will definitely be taking some profits on the way up. And if you do some digging, it's not hard to see why a lot of people are so damn bullish on Kaspa. This is Graysale's assets under consideration, and the only asset that they have under consideration in the currencies section is Kaspa. Anyway, legends, just a quick one today. If you are in my Discord, you'd know I'm currently away on holidays. I just thought I would pop in and make a quick little video as we are seeing some green candles, which is great. I do think that the lows are likely in, and I do think it's a good time to DCA into some positions. I wouldn't be FOMO longing anything just yet, as there is still a fair bit of uncertainty. However, I am still super bullish on crypto, and I think there is an enormous amount of upside to come. I don't think for a second that altcoin season is finished, and I don't think for a second that the best part of the market has happened yet. Anyway, that is just me. Super bullish as always, super bullish on Caspa, super bullish on meme coins, super bullish on AI. If you like any of those things, join my Discord. It is 100% free to join. I'll leave a link in the description. Scroll down, click the link. Also like, subscribe, drop a comment. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.